end of this lesson, you should be able to draw the truncated front and the complete plan for this cone. Also, the development for this. All right. So this is the information given. The cone has a height or altitude of 80 millimeters, and the base sits on a diameter of 60 millimeters. All right. The first step for this is to establish our center line. It's important to know that this morning I'm using a different software. I'm using AutoCAD Architect, teaching you a little bit. Come January, I'll be introducing you to this new software. I think it offers tremendous benefit as opposed to the standard AutoCAD. Yeah, but the thing about this, you will need to know a good amount of information from the standard AutoCAD. Yes, because in most cases you will not see all the icons. So you will need to know some of a notable amount of the shortcut keys or the aliases to be able to effectively use this program. But of course, you being familiar with standard AutoCAD, it shouldn't be of any great problem or any great transition to use this. AutoCAD architecture offers pretty much, I would say, all or 80% or more of the features of standard AutoCAD, or even more. It could be more because I'm still exploring it. However, so to start, I'm going to draw a line which represents my center. I'm going to activate orthogonal mode. This line is really thick. This is outline. I don't want this to be an outline. So I'm going to use my construction line. There's a center line here, which I could use. So I'm going to delete this and draw my center line. Delete. L starting here. Right thing. Oh, line type. What? This broken lines are a little bit close. I want this to be a little bit wider. So I'm going to type LTS, line type scale, enter. And I'm going to click on this object. I'm going to increase the line type scale to probably 5 or probably 5, enter. And what this does is increase the spacing for the line. And 5 might seem a little bit too large, so let me change it to something smaller. LTS, line type scale, enter. Let this be about 3, tab, or 3, enter. That seems good. All right, so we have this. Our next step is to draw horizontal line. L, enter. Horizontal line, escape. I'm gonna put this here. M, enter. Specify the base point is here. And I'm gonna move this M2P, enter. Middle between this point and that point, that falls there. Now I'm gonna change from this layer to a different type of layer. So I'm gonna use construction layer. This circle, C, enter for circle, specify the base point which is here. And this radius is 30, 30, enter. That's our circle. The next step is to draw a line here, to draw the base here. Draw the base. After that, we're going to use L, enter. And I'm going to draw a line from here to this point, enter. Then I will be typing move. What we're moving is the M, enter. For this, when it says select object, I will be entering L for last. L, enter. You will realize that the last line that has been drawn has been highlighted. So I click enter to select that. Then I click here and I specify a distance I want this to be. So 50 seems good. I type 50, enter. So the last line is moved up by that distance. No, we wish to establish a height for our cone. The height is, the altitude is 80. It means therefore that we need to offset this at a distance of 80 millimeters. So we type O, enter, offset distance 80, enter, click here, move upward, escape. Next, we draw a line from both ends to form both sides. So L, enter, from here to here, escape. Space bar to reactivate, line from here to here, enter, escape. Now we can delete this. The next step is to cut. So we have generated our front. So you have generated our front and our planned elevation. The next step is to decide where we want to cut this line. So for that, I'm going to draw a line. L, enter. Here, draw to a suitable length. Tab. Let this be about 40 degrees. Tab 40. Enter. And that line is drawn at 40 degrees. Now I'm going to move this line onto the drawing. So I grip there and I move here. Let this be there. The next step is to trim off the excess. So TR, enter, enter. Trim here, trim there, escape. I'm gonna change to my outline layer, outline. Then I'm gonna use polyline, PL, polyline, enter. Then I'm gonna click from here up to here, 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 there, escape, right? Now I'm going to remove this. Well, I probably should polyline, click this, PL, enter. All right, so now I have that. I'm going to turn off one of my layer. So this PL, enter. I want to draw another circle having the same. C, enter. I want to be able to change from one layer to the other. Oh, no, PL, no, C, enter. Center is here. Oh, to there. All right, now I'm going to turn off one layer of this. I could use match property. Probably I should use match property. MA. I'm gonna move this in a little bit. Enter. Specify here. Carry this across to where I have some other joins. Closer to there. Escape. I'm gonna remove this right now, guys. I think this is causing another problem, but I need to erase this. Edit. Go from there. Close this. And I'm going to use match property, MA, enter. Select this, change that for now. Change this, change that to that. All right, escape. Now the next step is to divide this into the circle into 12 equal parts. So we hit div, enter, click on this, type 12, 1, 2, enter, and we have our nodes right there. So to change these to a circle, But we could work with those, or we could change those to a circle. I like to work with circles. So I type PTYPE, point type, enter, and it brings up this. I click onto this. I want to change this from 5 to probably something like 2, then press OK. And you will realize that this has changed from a tick to some circles. Now, the next step would be to label, to label this, all right? Label this. And for this, I will be labeling this as annotate, go to annotate, specify the starting point here. Text height is 5, rotation angle is 0. Yeah. Then I start typing. So this is 1. That is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 equal parts, right? The next thing is to draw lines from, well, let's do the development. Let's do the development first. Next step is to draw an arc. We need to establish the distance or the perimeter for this circle. The perimeter for the circle is pi times, how do we find the distance around a circle? We multiply pi by the diameter. And the diameter in this case is 60. So we multiply 60 by 3.142. How much that works out to be? 3.142 times 60 is how much, guys? 60 by 3.142. How much is that? Is that what that works out to be? 360 80, 180, 181, 181?
181.
181? Okay. All right,
No,
so that is
188.
188?
Yes, sir.
188. Okay, good. Thanks. 188. That's 188. So what we're going to do now, we're going to draw an arc. We're going to draw an arc. All right. Draw an arc with specific length. All right. Or we can draw an arc. So we're gonna ARC, enter, specify the center, specify the start point is here, C, enter, specify the center is here, and this arc will be, let me remove the orthogonal mode, which will allow this to draw.
So question.
Yeah.
When you drawing a roof, is are the rafters supposed to be a specific distance away from each other?
Yeah, but yes, and it's in the notes. It's in the notes, 600 millimeters center to center. All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, so this now is our arc. Yeah. The thing about it, the thing about this is AutoCAD architecture. And so what I'm gonna do, I want this line to be of a specific length. I just drew the line using a random or an estimated length. Now I'm going to use a special feature called length to determine the length of this line, length of this arc. So I'm gonna type LEN, length should pop up, enter. Then I'm gonna type in total. We have a choice between delta, percent, total, and dynamic. I want total. I want the total length for this line. So I'm gonna click on total or total. Yeah, it asks me to specify the total length that I want this arc to be. I want this arc to be 188 millimeters long. Enter. Next, it asks me to select the object to change. It's important to note that the section that I select will determine where this either expand or reduce. If I touch down here, it will remove or add excess down here. If I touch on this side, it will add or reduce the excess up here. So I touch this side, right? Escape. So now this line is a total, this arc is a total length of 188. Yeah. So the next step is to divide this into the corresponding 12 equal parts. All right. So to do that, I type the div, enter, select object, then enter 12, enter. And what this does, this creates 12 equally spaced sections. Next step is to draw a line from these points, all of these points. All right, space bar to reactivate. Escape. So this is pretty much the same principle that we applied in the previous examples. The next step here is to we must bring these points upward. Yeah, we must bring these points upward, or yeah, we must bring these points upward, and also so line MA. All right. So so line L, enter. I'm going to copy MA, enter. Now I'm going to copy this CP, enter, to all of those points from here to here, one to here to there. One is already there, here, and there. Escape. Now I'm going to extend all these lines to the base. So I'm going to type EXTE, enter. Select here as the base, enter. Then touch these. Touch, 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 touch. And they all extend to the base. Now, my next step is to bring these lines to the apex. So I'm gonna type L, enter, L, enter. Specify my start point, which is here. A, enter. All right, L, enter. Are we following, gentlemen? Are we following?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Are we following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. No, the next step is to draw a line across here. So L, enter. Draw a line across here. Horizontal. Then bring all of these points up to that point. So I'm gonna copy this line. Copy this line up to that. CORCP. Select this line, enter. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, escape. Now I'm gonna trim off this excess. So I go TR, enter once, select this as my cutting edge, enter. Use fence. What fence does? Fence allow me to cut this off nice and clean using a straight line. So we have that. Our next step is to draw some arc. Draw arcs from these points. Draw arcs from these points. All the way around. Yeah. So I'm going to go to arc. ARC. Enter. All right, so I'm gonna specify the start point. Start. Oh, wrong place. So escape. Take off the orthogonal. Space bar. Specify the start point. Start point is here. Specify the center. Center is here. Now I'm gonna draw the escape. ARC. Enter. Specify, well, I'm C, enter. I'm using C center first. Center. Start. And I'm gonna draw this all the way around. Escape. Space bar to reactivate. C for center. Enter. Click my center. Then zoom in here. This is my start point. And I go all the way around. All the way around to that. Click there. Space bar to reactivate. Click onto my center. Then onto this.